Okay, people. So today we are going to continue with the methods of national income. Right? Three methods I told you we'll study. That is the value added method, also known as product method. Second is income method, and third is we have completed value added method, we have completed product method, the same method, right? Income method is also done. We are going to start with the expenditure method today, right? Now, what is expenditure here? Expenditure means total money spent. What do you mean by expenditure? Total money spent. Achha, where are you spending the money? Where are you spending the money? You're spending money on final consumption. Or let us not say final consumption, let us simply say the money you are spending, the expenditure you are taking, we are taking the final expenditure. We are taking final expenditure on final goods and services. On final goods and services. Are we clear with this thing? Now, in this method, there are different types of expenditures we will involve here. Okay. The very first expenditure we are taking here is the consumption expenditure. Since this part is also there in your second unit, so I would just like to invest some time here on this particular point so that you people understand this part carefully. Okay. Now, what is consumption? What is consumption expenditure? A consumer or a person earning income, whenever he earns an income, he divides his income into two parts: consumption and saving, right? It means if I am earning, for example, 1 lakh rupees per month and I'm spending 80,000 rupees on buying goods and services so that I can satisfy my needs and wants, it means I'm spending 80,000 rupees or 80% of my income on consumption. That will be my consumption expenditure, right? You can also say consumption expenditure refers to the part of income spent on consumption. Right? What we have consumed, what we have already used. What is saving? Part of income which is stored. We have stored that part of income. We have not used it. We have kept it aside so that we will use this amount either for the future contingencies. It means if in case of any uncertainty in future, we are in a fix, right? We will have a backup of money with us. We will use this money for the uncertainties in future. Are we clear? Or we can use this saved money to invest it in the market in any way so that we can earn return on it. Are we clear? Yes or no? But these two parts are very, very, very important. Reason being, these two parts you will not only study with me in unit number 2 of this chapter, but also chapter number 8, that is money market. We are going to study about theories of money there, and I will use the same concept there also. Got my point? Are you clear, guys? Okay. So for now, I am not talking about saving here. I'm talking only about consumption here. Clear? Hai? Now, consumption expenditure. But this consumption expenditure, for the sake of expenditure method, will be of two types. Okay? Consumption expenditure done by consumers and NGOs serving consumers, and second, consumption expenditure done by government. Clear? Yes?
Yes, sir.
People, I would say, when I'm explaining the things, it is better not to note down the things right now, right? Because anyways, I will share the notes with you people. So, if you want to make any running notes, you may do so, but don't copy the exact things. Reason being, anyways, you're going to get these things, right? So why to invest our time unnecessarily on copying the things? It is better you invest your time with me in understanding the concepts. Any running notes you want to do, it's like I said something what I'm not writing, or anything what you think is important for you for this topic, which will help you to remind the facts, then you can write it down. And don't copy it. It is, I'll share the PPTs with you people today itself. Okay. So two types of consumption expenditure. First is done by consumers and NGOs serving consumers, and second is consumption expenditure done by government. Sir, consumption expenditure done by consumers, we understand. As a consumer, whatever money I'm earning, the part of the income what I'm spending on buying goods and services, so that I can satisfy my needs and wants, that will be the consumption expenditure for a consumer. Sir, what is this consumption expenditure done by NGOs serving consumers? देखिए, here we are not talking only about consumers. Please try and understand. If I say only consumers, it means I am going to talk about one group of the society. It is not working like this. We are studying macroeconomics, right? And it should be an overall picture, aggregate, in totality. Correct, hai na? I'll just take one example for you people. I hope you will connect with the topic. Try and understand. During COVID, although it is not COVID specific situation, I'm just taking for the example. During COVID, what happened? During COVID, many people lost their job. Businesses were down. Everywhere we were seeing a recession. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
People were not earning income. My point is, when people were not earning income, the question is, did they stop consuming the goods and services? Sir, not at all. Not at all. We cannot stop consuming goods and services. Correct? Sir, on one side you are saying that people were not earning income. On the other side you are saying that they were consuming goods and services. Question is, sir, if a person is not earning income, how that person will consume goods and services? From where he will get the resources to buy the goods and services? There are two ways to do that, guys. Two ways. Try and understand very, very specifically I'm talking about. First is like, if I am not earning any money today, how will I satisfy the needs and wants? Let us not talk about wants. How will I satisfy the needs of my family, including me? First way is, if I have any past saving, I will use that saving to cater my needs and my family's needs. Yes or no? Second thing, sir, what if there is no saving? In that case, what will happen? In that case, beta, in the market, there are many NGOs working, non-government organizations which are working. What do? They spend money. You might have seen on Instagram. Reels आती है ना. You might have seen that people were distributing food. People were distributing clothes. Yes or no? है ना? So ultimately what is happening from the economy point of view, please understand this situation. If I am spending 20,000 rupees and I am buying food for 200 people, I'm spending money, I'm buying food and I'm distributing food. Acha, ultimately that food has been consumed or not? Yes or no? Ultimately that food has satisfied the needs of the people or not? So ultimately it is a consumption. Yes or no, people? Correct? And money has been spent on the consumption. Correct? Who am I? I am one of the NGOs. I am not working for the profit. My motive is not profit motive. My motive is service motive. National income accounting says if any NGO is spending money on the consumption of the final consumer, that also will be considered as a consumption expenditure. Are you guys clear? Are we clear? Sure? Guys, done? Very good. Now, yes?
बट कोई भी जो एनजीओज होती हैं वो फाइनल कंजप्शन ऑनली, अगर कोई फाइनल कंजप्शन के अलावा कुछ भी और एजुकेशन के लिए वो भी करते हैं
तो वो भी कंजम्पशन ही है.
फाइनल कंजप्शन.
Yeah. If NGO is spending money on education, you are the consumer. For it is not about you or me. It is about the economy as a whole economy I'm talking about. Because the moment I start talking about you, the moment I start talking about me, it will not be macroeconomics. It will become micro. It will be a very specific thing. Yes or no? Okay. So in general, I'm saying. Anything else? Any other doubts? Cool. Okay. Pay attention, everyone. This consumption expenditure here we will refer as gross. I'll write it here. It will be known as gross final consumption expenditure. In short, I am going to write it as GFCE. Are we clear? We are going to call it as GFCE, meaning gross final consumption expenditure. GFC equals to what? Expenditure done by consumers and NGOs serving consumer. This part will be known as private final consumption expenditure, in short PFCE. PFCE, private final consumption expenditure. Are you clear? Now the second part is, sir, expenditure on consumption done by the government. Sir, what type of money government will spend which will be assumed as the consumption here? देखिए, directly government will not consume anything. Government, whatever money government is spending on us directly, we are consuming these services. Yes or no? For example, we are sitting safe and sound here at this place. Why? Because our defense forces are defending us at the borders. Yes or no? Yes or no, people? We can move from one place to other place very easily. Why? Because we have very good and smooth national highways. The infrastructure is there. Yes or no, sir? Yes or no? Government wants to educate us, for which government is spending money on good education, free education. That is also the consumption. I mean, we are consuming this education services or not? I think your question will be answered here. Yes or no? Are people yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Clear hai itna?
Yes, sir.
So whatever money government is spending, which is being consumed by the consumers directly, like money spent on defense, education, healthcare, etc. That will also be a consumption. But who is spending the money here? Government. So we are making a separate category so as we can understand and identify that government is spending money on these things which are consumer. I mean, all the consumers are consuming directly. So that is the nature of consumption expenditure only. Are we clear? So whatever money government will spend on consumption will be known as government final consumption. Beta, it can also be known as public final consumption expenditure. Okay, so if at all in question they write private final consumption expenditure 100, they write government final consumption expenditure 200, so total gross final consumption expenditure will be 300. Are we clear? So you write as government final consumption expenditure or you write it as public final consumption expenditure. You can say it as a GFCE, you can say it as PFCE. Beta, bus, please don't get confused within these two PFCs. This is also PFC, but P here stands for private. This is also PFC, but P here stands for public. Are we clear? Don't get confused between GFC and GFCE. This is gross and this is government. Are we clear with this thing? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Boliye sir, doubt hai?
Sir, can you also tell it as state finance?
We can say that, sir. But here I am not specifically mentioning state government or central government. That is the reason I have not written state final consumption expenditure. Although total government final consumption expenditure will be the money spent by the state government plus central government. That will be done, but that is a separate thing to do. Abhi we are understanding the formulas in general. Right? Wherever we have to go specifically, I will write the thing specifically. Don't worry at all. Are we clear?
Government को ही हम state बोलते हैं ना?
Government को आप state बोलते हैं. Yes, you can stay, but that state word is defined as per constitution if you take as. When you say state government, the reflection is you're talking about the government of a particular state. And when you say state, this term state is defined in the Constitution of India. Correct? Hai? So you have to be very clear. When you said state government, I understood as the government of a particular state. If you are mentioning state as a term defined in Constitution of India, yes, of course you can say that. But that is not the term we use in NIA. We have to work according to the rules of NIA. We have to use the terms which are used in NIA. We cannot substitute the terms on our own. Try and understand, please. Otherwise, so I can substitute a lot of terms here. You will get confused. Sir, in the equation, they are not using this term. Why are you using this term? Are you getting my point? So, let us work according to the terms used in NIA. Are we clear with this thing? Any doubts, any questions, please?
Sir,
Yes.
subsidy को क्या government expenditure में include करेंगे? क्योंकि subsidy government provide.
Your question is subsidy shall be included in government expenditure or not? Is that your question? Yes, of course, it is the government expenditure.
तो सर income expenditure में भी उसको करते हैं. उसका treatment हम income expenditure में भी करते हैं.
Income expenditure or income method?
Income method.
Sir, there are three different methods. When I say three different methods, it means there are three different approaches to approach national income. When I say income method, it is over. Expenditure method is a new method to go with. I'll just give you one broad way. Right? I'll just give you a broad idea. एक broad idea देता हूँ आपको. How much income I am earning? How can you find it out? What are the different ways to find out that how much money I am earning? बताइए. First is so very simple. Sir, we will ask you only. Sir, what is your money? What is your income? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So I can reveal my income directly, right? Second is I would see that what work I do to earn money. Okay, let us say I teach people, right? Let us say, for example, I am saying per student I charge 10,000 rupees. The other way to identify my income, the other way to calculate my income is like you will just take an estimate. Sir, in 1 year, how many students you teach according, like on an estimate basis, on average? I teach around 10,000 students. For example, I'm saying. It means 10,000 people are spending money and they are paying you 10,000 rupees each. So the other way out to identify my income is to see that how many people they are spending money to take my services. It means first way is to get to my income directly, and second way is to see how much money you are spending on me. It means your expenditure is my income, so you can take my income directly also, and you can take your expenditure also to identify my average income. That is the reason to calculate national income, to estimate national income, we can use income method directly. If you remember in income method, what we were doing? We were taking the factor incomes directly. Yes or no? Rent, interest, profit, compensation of employees, and mixed income. Very correct. What are these? These are direct factor incomes. You are combining all the incomes, you are adjusting few things, and you got the national income. Yes or no? The other way out is expenditure. I mean, we are not going to the point directly. We are not taking the direct flight, we are taking the correcting flight. Right? We are saying that how much money people are spending in the economy. Whatever money people are spending in the economy, on what thing they are spending the money? To buy goods and services. That is what is the GDP. If I take the total value of goods and services, that will be as a GDP at MP. Yes or no? Yes. When I will get the GDP MP, I will do 3 adjustments in that amount and I will get the national income. Yes or no? So whatever expenditures I will tell you, we will add those expenditures and we will get which aggregate? GDP at MP. Are we understanding the point, guys? Whatever goods we are buying, whatever money we are spending on the final goods and services, that will be the value of those final goods and services. Yes or no? And the total value of all final goods and services produced in an economy in the period of 1 year is what we call GDP at MP. Yes or no? That is what we will calculate. So let me do all the expenditures. We will add them. And which aggregate we will get? GDP at MP. Minus depreciation plus NFIA minus NIT, national income. Understood? Any questions?
Why 3 methods needed? Only one is sufficient.
Sir, for now we have identified 3 approaches to move to the national income. In future, if at all any economist or any wise person gets the 4th method, we will include that method also here. So for now we have 3 approaches only.
Why, sir? We can use only one. Why need 3?
3 different ways to approach one thing. What if the values you need in value added method, those values are not available? Then what will you do? Will you sit idle? No. You will find an alternative to how to approach national income. Then you came to income method. Let us say all the incomes are not revealed to you, or you don't have the data of the actual incomes. What will you do? You will not calculate national income. No, sir. We will use the 3rd method, that is expenditure method. So we have got 3 different approaches to approach national income. Whatever the situation is, whichever approach is fixing, we will fix that approach and we will get the value of national income. I'll give you one example. I will give you one question. I will give you some items with their values and I will not tell you which method you should use. How will you decide that which method should be used? Based upon the data you have. Yes or no? That is what I'm trying to say. We have identified 3 approaches. So whatever data will be available, it will either fit in this value added method, or will fit in income, or it will fit in expenditure method. As simple as that. Are we clear? In India as a country, technically, we use all the 3 methods at different places. Simultaneously, different methods in different activities, because some activities they will not fit in income method, they will fit in the value added method. Some activities fit in income method, some activities will fit in expenditure method. Are you getting my point? So that is how it works. Are we clear, guys? नहीं है सर, Circular flow, when we will study circular flow of income, no, there are not three flows, there are four flows. C का अलग है, I का अलग है, G का अलग है, NX का अलग है. सर्कुलर फ्लो कह रहे हैं ना बेटा आप. सर सर्कुलर, there are four sectors, there are not three sectors, four sectors are there in the economy: C, I, G, and X. फेस ही तो बोल रहा हूँ. There are four phases. Consumption expenditure is one first phase, investment expenditure is the second phase, government expenditure is the third phase, and net export is the fourth phase. International market, open economy.
सर वो ये होता है जो फेज पहला ये होता है कि हम एक्सपेंडिचर करते हैं, देन उसके बाद एक प्रोडक्शन होती है, प्रोडक्शन एक्सपेंडिचर इनकम, जो सर्कुलर फ्लो ऑफ
सर
इनकम.
पहले हम प्रोडक्शन करते हैं,
प्रोडक्शन
फिर वो इनकम हाउस होल्ड के जाती है, फिर आउटपुट एक्सपेंडिचर.
एक्सपेंडिचर फिर एक्सपेंडिचर.
वही मैं कह रहा हूँ. आप तीन फेज को लेके चल रहे हैं ना, आप फेजेस की बात कर रहे हैं, आप कह रहे हैं तीन फेजेस हैं. तीन फेजेस नहीं है. I'll teach it to you, don't worry. There are four phases in total. Because what you are saying is the concept of closed economy. What you are saying is the concept when we work only in the national economy, national market. What I am saying is we have to see a broad picture. We don't work only in national market. We work in international market. So I will tell you that. After this method, we are going to study few more concepts. Then we will move on to the circular flow of income. Okay? There, if you get any doubt, you can ask. No worries. Yes. Okay, so that was the first element under the consumption expenditure, the expenditure method, right? Let us talk about the second element, guys. देखिए, the second element talks about the gross domestic capital formation. GDCF. If I just put this thing into simple words, I would say whatever investment we are doing on assets, we will take it in GDCF, right? For example, if you are constructing a new building, will be here. For example, if you are constructing a new thing, any infrastructure development will come here. Are you getting a point? Yes or no? This will also include few more things, like if you buy any valuable like jewelry, you're buying any jewelry, that will also be considered as the capital formation. What is capital formation? देखिए, capital formation, simply speaking, is conversion of saving into investment. Okay, so whatever investment you are doing from your saving, that will be your a part of gross domestic capital formation, that is GDCF, right? Specifically, I'm mentioning a term here so that you don't get confused while doing the questions. When you do investment on fixed asset, we call it gross domestic fixed capital formation. It is GDFCF, gross domestic fixed capital formation. Please don't get confused with GDCF and GDFCF. GDFCF is not GDCF. In GDFCF, we talk only about the fixed assets, whereas in GDCF, we talk about the total domestic capital formation. Are we clear? So, just to give you one value, we will also add change in stock here. Change in stock means inventory management, inventory investment. That also we will take here. So, technically GDCF will be equal to what? GDFCF plus net acquisition of valuables plus change in stock. Are you clear? So the first element is consumption expenditure, which is gross final consumption expenditure. You can simply say GFCE. Second is GDCF, and third element we will take here is, just because we are working in an open economy, we are into an international market, we are not working only in national market. That is the reason we take investment on net exports, that is NX, which is nothing but the difference between export, that is X, and import, that is M. So NX will be equal to what? X minus M. Are you clear? Remember one thing very carefully. I am putting a note here. If in the question they don't write net export, rather they write net import. So net import is nothing but the negative value of net export. When you say net export, you are assuming that exports will exceed imports. It means you will do more of exports and less of imports. And when you say net import, it means what? Your import is more than export. Are you clear? So if it is written net import, that is NM, it is nothing but the negative value of the net export. How? One more way I can just simply use to explain it to you people. Talking about net export, there could be three possible values of net export, guys. Positive value, zero, and negative value. Right? Positive value means exports are more than imports, then only NX will be in positive terms. Zero means export and import are equal. And negative will be when export will be less than import. It means imports are more than exports. This can also be known as net import. So if in the question they write net import equal to 20, for example, in that case when you will make the formula, you will not write net import, you will write net export only, but you will take negative figure. It will be minus 20. Are we clear? Sure? Yes. If it is net import 20, आपको negative में ही लेना है. You have to take that in the negative form only, because net import means import is more than export, and in that case NX will be negative. Are you clear? But when you will add all these expenditures, that is private final consumption expenditure plus government final consumption expenditure, you can help me say the answer, plus gross domestic fixed capital formation plus net acquisition of valuables plus change in stock plus net export, it will be equal to GDP at MP. I hope you understand why. अभी आपको explain किया था मैंने. Because whatever money we are spending on the final goods and services. Yes or no? So if I am spending 100 rupees on final goods and services, it means that is the value of those final goods and services. Yes or no? Yes. And the total value of final goods and services which are produced in an economy in 1 year is what we call GDP at MP. So that is what I am writing GDP at MP here. Are we clear? Okay. Now we understand very clearly that if I am asking you to calculate the national income using expenditure method, so first you will get the GDP at MP ka value. So you will write it here, GDP at MP, and we know the adjustment, gross to net, DP to NP, MP to FC, good to go. Are we clear? Sure? Very easy method. Done? Shall we practice some questions here? Do you want to write the formula? Please note down the formula, and after that we are going to practice some questions. Yes. GDFCF, gross domestic fixed capital formation.
वैल्यू दे दे GDCF,
हाँ चलेगा ना,
कैपिटल फॉर्मेशन,
हाँ
तो सिर्फ उसको ही लेंगे।
यस,
यहाँ चेंज स्टॉक भी अगर क्वेश्चन करेगा तो उसको
नहीं लेंगे। If GDCF का combined value is given, you will take directly that value. You will not add these three elements. Remember the same thing we were doing for compensation of employees yesterday. In a question, compensation of employee also was given, and at the end, what was given? Employer's contribution to the social security scheme. But what we were taking? We were taking only COE. Are we clear with this thing? Great. Note on the formula, then we'll practice some questions. Like, give me a book and we'll practice the questions. One more thing, guys, for your confirmation, so that you don't get confused while doing the questions. So 1 second, please stop writing, guys. 1 second, please. Boys, it is like, I do understand that we have done 3 methods to calculate, to estimate the value of national income. Okay, but there are high possibilities that using all the 3 methods, we might get different values of national income. Sir, why so? That is the method to calculate the national income only. No, then we should get the same values. No, it is not like that. Reason being, for every approach, there is a different set of items we consider. The values might differ. Some transactions could not be recorded. Some transactions could be recorded, right? So because of the difference in the items, because of the difference in values, because of the unrecorded transactions, you may get different value of national income in the same question using different method. Are you clear? So if you're getting different values of national income in the same question using different methods, please don't get confused that, sir, our answer is not matching. It is okay. It is okay to get the different values of national income from different methods. Right? I am doing one of such questions with you people so that you understand what I'm saying. Okay? Your book, I hope everybody is having the calculator today. Page number 6.24, illustration number 13. If you remember, this question we have done yesterday using the income method. Yes or no? Okay. What we will do is, page number 6.24, illustration 13. Page number 6.24, illustration number 13. Achha, what I want you people to do is, you will do this question with expenditure method also and income method also again. You'll do it again without referring to the previous solution. Okay, do it again and you will find that there are 2 different values of national income from both the methods. Go for it. And please do it nicely. Alright. देखिए बेटा, we are almost through with unit number 1, except 2-3 topics. We are done with it, right? We are moving on to a very simple topic, that is personal income. Okay. What is personal income? If you want to make a note with me for this particular part, you may do so. Write down. Basically, it is a measure of actual current income receipts of a person from all sources which may or may not be earned from productive activities. It means here I am talking about the personal income of a person, right, which he may have earned from a productive activity or from a non-productive activity. It means he may have earned that income by contributing into the production, or he may have earned that income by not contributing to the production. Okay, next. It forms the base for consumption expenditure. It means the actual consumption expenditure, the actual money we spend on our consumption, is a part of personal income. Got my point? As a person, whatever money I have received, whatever money I have earned, despite of the sources, whatever money I have earned, from that money only, I will spare some amount for consuming the goods and services, and the rest of the amount will go to the saving wala part. Are we clear? Few more things. You can also say it as income received by the household sector and non-profit organizations serving households. You may include, like example for personal income will be, guys, when I say that it may or it may not be earned from productive activities, the example could be transfer payment from any source. For example, if you talk about any social security benefit, right, what you are receiving from your employer, right, that is also covered here in personal income. Got my point? I'm giving you two formulas here. I'll give you two formulas. So when the questions will be, like when we will attempt the questions, we will use any of those two formulas, right? The topic is not so important. That is the reason I'm giving you a crux of this topic. Got my point? It is a very important topic from PU2 point of view. But for CA foundation point of view, देखिए, we cannot leave any topic because you never know from which topic you will get the questions. So whatever possible questions we may see from this topic, I'm giving you the notes accordingly. Are we clear? Let us get to the formulas of personal income. Please note it down with me. Personal income can be computed based on any of these two formulas. First formula is personal income equals to national income minus retained earning, or do one thing, don't write retained earning, write undistributed profit minus net interest payments made by households minus corporate tax plus transfer payments to the households from firms and government. It means, guys, what we're trying to do is, just for 1 minute, please. What we're trying to do is, from national income, we are trying to deduct, we are trying to subtract whatever type of income which is not retained by households, like undistributed profit, whatever profit is earned by the company, right, out of which whatever part of profit is retained by the company which is not distributed, that is not going to the household, that is the reason we are subtracting it, right. Third says whatever interest payments households are giving, they are paying. It means if I earn 100 rupees and whatever type of interest payments I'm making to the government or any other person, it means that part of income I cannot use freely on my own. That is the reason that is also not a part of personal income. Personal income basically is an income which can be used freely by the households wherever, whenever they want. So technically what we do, whatever fixed expenses are there, we subtract our fixed expenses from the national income to get the overall personal income, or you can say to get the income which is the actual income of the household, to get the amount which is actually retained by the households to be used freely the way they want, whenever they want, wherever they want. Are we clear with this thing? Yes or no? Yes or no, people? Guys, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Good. Next, corporate tax. This is the direct tax paid by the firms. Correct? So these are the three expenses what household is not receiving from the national income. Apart from that, here, okay, when you deduct these three expenses, you will get factor payment to the households there. Whatever money households will receive, that will be the remaining part of the national income after deducting these three items. Fourth item says here in personal income, okay, what is personal income? My income, how much money I have received. So NIA says whenever you calculate personal income includes factor payments also and transfer payments also, because for household it really does not matter what type of amount he is receiving, right. What matters is whatever amount they have received, is it that type of amount which can be used freely by the household? If yes, it will be a part of personal income, right. It is a kind of disposable income. It is a kind of a disposable income which can be used by the households freely the way they want. Are we clear? This is one of the formulas you can use. Have you noted it down? Is it noted?
Net interest payment by households.
Whatever, Abhi, I'll give you some examples. Simply, it is like whatever interest they are paying. When you say net interest payment, whatever interest they are paying and whatever interest they are receiving will take the net effect of that particular thing. Are you clear? So that is this third item. Correct? Apart from this, we have one more formula for personal income. Please note it down with me. Personal income can be computed by one more formula, very simple one, that is national income plus income received but not earned minus income earned but not received. This is the only formula. देखिए how easy it is becoming for us. We are saying national income, you will add what? You will add every such type of income what you have received but not earned. Technically it is talking about transfer payments or transfer income, because transfer income is such type of income which is received but not earned. Yes or no? And you will subtract the income you have earned. It means the money is due but you have not received it. It means I have worked for someone but he has not paid the money to me. It means that amount I can recover, but since that amount is not in hands right now with me, I cannot use it freely. That is the reason we are subtracting it from the national income. Are we clear? Yes or no? So this is the personal income, that is a personal income of the households. Do we understand this part, guys? Sure? Yes. Once again, देखिए it is simply like, और पीछे जाना है, बोलिए. हाँ. Why we are including non-profit organizations serving households? The same reason I gave you in the expenditure method. देखिए ऐसा है, any organization which is not working for profit motive, it is working for service motive. Correct है? So whatever money that type of organization is spending on the consumers on their consumption, we will assume that is also a consumption expenditure. Correct है? Personal income, as I told you, it is a kind of a disposable income, which means a part of income we are free to use on our consumption. Correct? Ab since personal income relates with the consumption expenditure and NIA says that any amount spent by NPO on household ka consumption will also be included in the consumption expenditure. That is the reason we are saying it is income received by the household sector and NPO serving household. Let me dissect it now for you. When I say income received by the non-profit organization serving household, why it is a part of personal income? One more way to understand this thing. You have studied law, right? Companies Act you have studied. Section 8 companies you have studied. Non-profit. What is that type of company? बताइए. You will get your answer. बताइए. What is Section 8 company? Any company which works with this service motive. And what this company can do, there is a list already given of the activities. A company can do any of these activities. Now tell me one thing. Can this company earn profit? Can NPO earn profit? Yes or no, people? Chaliye, how many say yes? Raise your hands. Can NPO earn profit? Arey, of course, yes. But whatever money NPO will earn, whatever profit NPO will book, that money has to be utilized in the same activities which are listed for the Section 8 companies. Yes or no? Correct hai? Acha, what are these activities? Just tell me one or two activities. Art, sport, science, commerce. We have to promote these things. We can help the consumers also. We can help the consumers on their consumption also. Yes or no? It means what? Whatever money they have received, if they are spending that money on the consumption expenditure of the household for the economy, it will be a consumption expenditure, no? That is the reason we are including the income received by the NPO serving household. Why? Because whatever money NPOs will earn, ultimately that money will be spent on the households for their consumption only. Clear hai? सही है? I have related it with Section 8 company law. Reason being, you will be able to connect with it very easily. आराम से हो जाएगा वो. Yes.
Say it as income received
income received but that is transfer payment.
मतलब कंज्यूम करता है कंज्यूमर बट वो अर्न नहीं करता.
No. 1 second. Consume करता है consumer, it is okay. What I am saying is income is received by NPO and spent on the consumption. Right? देखिए, there is nowhere written that I cannot spend money on your consumption or you cannot spend money on my consumption. There is nowhere written. The point is, if the money is being spent on the consumption, that will be a consumption expenditure. That is it. Yes or no? I will read one more topic here. With law, you will be able to understand it. What is consideration? Something in return. Who can pay for consideration? Anyone can pay for consideration? Now try and understand. Consumer went to a shop. Sir, I want 10 kg wheat, 5 kg pulses, 5 kg rice, oil, this. Okay, total bill 2500. Sir, he will pay for the bill. He paid for the bill from his own income. You are consuming the goods for India as a nation. The consumption happened, yes or no? Does it matter that who has paid for it? No. Consideration can be paid by anybody, no? Yes or no? That is why we are taking NPO here. Are we clear? डाउट है तो पूछना.
नेशनल इनकम में इनकम अर्न जो की जाती है मतलब जो एम्प्लॉइज को मिलता है पैसा वो तो इंक्लूडेड होता है ना मतलब कंपनसेशन ऑफ एम्प्लॉइज. तो फिर यहाँ पे तो फिर ऐसे डबल काउंटिंग होगी ना.
क्यों?
स्पेंड जो हो रहा है वो ऑलरेडी नेशनल इनकम में है, इसको भी ऐड करेंगे.
सर 1 सेकंड, वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट एनपीओ हियर. आप एम्प्लॉइज की बात कर रहे हैं, आप क्या कहना चाह रहे हैं?
आपने जो अभी एग्जांपल दिया मतलब थर्ड पार्टी पैसे को दिया तो उसको भी जो मिला है वो नेशनल इनकम में तो ऑलरेडी इंक्लूडेड है. तो फिर यहाँ पे भी
नहीं तो नेशनल इनकम पहले कैलकुलेट हो गई.
नेशनल इनकम में क्या इंक्लूडेड है? आपका क्वेश्चन ही समझ नहीं आ रहा मुझे. आप क्या पूछना चाह रहे हैं? किसको पैसा मिला और कहाँ स्पेंड हुआ? देखिए, आप जो कह रहे हैं ना, वी हैव टू काउंट द नेट इफेक्ट एंड वन थिंग कैन बी एनालाइज्ड फ्रॉम वन पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू ओनली. आइदर इट कैन बी टेकन एज इनकम or it can be taken as expenditure. So it is either income method or expenditure method. If you mix these two methods, no, 120% you will get confused on this. Are you getting a point? So what you are saying, if he has received money, that is a part of compensation of employee. Income, we're talking about his income. He will be treated as in the income method. And when you are saying that he is paying the money for the consumption, he will be treated in the expenditure method. The treatment is very different. And we do the treatment of the items in such a way that they don't coincide. Are you clear? Chaliye. Done, guys? Cool. Let us talk about the next income. We'll do the personal disposable income. Or you can simply say disposable personal income, DI. Okay, देखिए, I told you personal income is the total income received. Personal income is the total income received, and this is the actual money in hand. अब बात समझ रहे हैं? I earned 1 lakh rupees, but I had some fixed expenses to pay. Tax pay करना है, right? 1 lakh rupees earned, I have to pay 10,000 rupees as taxes. It means how much part of my income I can use for my consumption or saving? 90,000 rupees. You're getting a point? So that will be our disposable personal income. Done? Write it down. It is the actual money in hand which is available with the individuals for consumption or saving. How will you calculate it? Disposable personal income equals to what? The personal income you have received minus the personal income tax you have paid, that is a direct tax, or any other non-tax payment you have done. Non-tax payment as in you will take only compulsory payments. You will take only compulsory payments. Any fine, penalty, like this which are compulsory to pay, you will take all those payments here. Okay, you will get your disposable personal income. Got it? That is it. This is the topic. Nothing else. Okay? Are you understanding the points?
So, personal income, direct and indirect. Is personal income direct and indirect?
Personal income, direct or indirect what?
It will include direct and indirect
Direct and indirect what?
tax. Personal income, direct tax.
Personal income tax. Personal income tax is a direct tax only. Okay? It is a direct tax which you pay to the government directly. Done? Done, eh? Let us talk about the third and the final part of the last concept. It is actually, which is private income. But what is private income? It is the measure of income which accrues to private sector from all sources. It means whatever income, whatever money private sector has received or earned from all sources, will take it in the private income. So the income we say here is a combination of factor income and transfer income. Okay, one more thing. When I say all sources includes the sources within India and outside India. You can say outside India, or you can simply say from rest of the world. Clear hai? Sorry? Bribe? Sir, one second. Bribe is an illegal act. And here we are talking about NIA, all the legal income. We don't take bribe. And if you get to know that somebody is taking bribe, the very first thing you should do is you should put that person into jail. Not only that person, but the person who is paying and person who is receiving. That is an illegal act. Okay? Bribe. चलिए. What happened? All good? Private income equals to part of domestic income accruing to private sector. Acha, when I say domestic income, I am referring to NDPFC. Yes, plus NFIA plus national debt interest plus current transfers T/F from the government. I'm talking about all the income of the private sector only, plus other net transfer from rest of the world. Okay, I'll repeat. Part of domestic income accruing to private sector, that is domestic income is NDPFC. It means you will take that part of NDPFC which is for the private sector, which is accrued to the private sector, that is it, plus NFIA, then national debt interest, then current transfers from the government and other net transfers from rest of the world. Okay, this is a simple formula for private income. You need no explanation on this, guys, right? And I expect very least question from this part. I expect, right? From national income, if at all you will get some questions, you will get it from unit number 2 maximum, I'm saying, because that includes the basic working of national income. Hai? We'll do it after this. After this, we are going to do the GDP deflator. That topic is pending, and post that we'll practice some questions, some more questions, and then we'll move on to unit number 2. Clear hai? Chaliye. But a GDP deflator. What is GDP deflator? That day we were discussing. बताइए. We use this particular topic, we use this particular concept to understand the level of inflation. What is the rise or decrease in the price level, or let me say what is the change in the price level of the economy. Okay, let us see. So how do you calculate GDP deflator? But to calculate GDP deflator, we have to measure two types of GDPs. अब just pay attention on the screen for some time, please. What do we do? How do we measure GDP? Basically, whatever quantity of final goods has been produced into the price of each commodity, we get the market value, we sum it up, and then we get the value of GDP at MP. Yes or no? Correct? Let's say in the year of 2025 we produced milk, cloth and wheat. Milk quantity, let us say 1000 liters, cloth 2000 meters, and wheat, let us say 5000 kg. How will you calculate the GDP? You will see that what is the current price of milk, cloth and wheat. Milk, let us say, is 10 rupees per liter. Cloth, let us say, it is 20 rupees per meter. And wheat, let us say, is 30 rupees per kg. In that case, what will be the value of these commodities? What will be the gross value of the commodities? 10,000, 40,000 and 1 point. Total will be 2 lakhs. Correct? This will be GDP. GDP of current year 2025. Are we clear with this thing? Yes or no? Guys, if you have to check that what is the change in the price level, how will you do it? You will take this same quantity and you will see if this same quantity of these goods would have been produced in 2020, what would be the GDP at that time? That GDP, you will compare it with this GDP and you will get to know that this same quantity produced in 2020, this will be the value. Same quantity produced today, this is the value. Today's value is more than base year's value, it means prices have increased. Today's value less than the base year value, it means prices have decreased. Are we clear with this thing? When you take, this was there in your PU2 also, when you take price of current year P1 and quantity of current year, that GDP is known as nominal GDP or real GDP? That is GDP at the current price. Are you clear? This is what we call GDP at current price. Clear है इतना? So nominal GDP or let us say GDP at current price, how will you calculate? You will take quantity produced in current year into price of commodities in current year, that is Q1 into P1. You will get nominal GDP, right? The GDP you calculate at, this is current price, other will be base price. This will be known as real GDP. Okay, how will you calculate it? You will take quantity of current year only but price of base year, so P0 into Q1. Are you clear? How will you calculate GDP deflator? Formula will be nominal divided by real into 100. Are we clear? Yes or no? Nominal divided by real into 100. But a GDP deflator is also known as price index. Okay, price index का base unit is 100 points. Price index का base unit is 100 points. It means after calculating nominal GDP and real GDP, when you will get the value of GDP deflator, if the value of GDP deflator is more than 100, it means what? If it reflects that the price level has increased. So for example, if the value of GDP deflator is 110, means what? There is a 10% increase in price. Any points above 100 will show you the percentage of change. So if the value of GDP deflator is 120, it means price levels have increased by 20%. Sir, how can you say that price levels are increasing? Because the GDP deflator ka value is more than 100. Are we clear? If the value of GDP deflator is less than 100, it means price level has decreased. So it means if at all, let us say value of GDP deflator is 90, it means the price levels have decreased by 10%. That is the difference between the value of GDP deflator and the base unit. Are we clear? And if at all GDP deflator का value is equal to 100 means what? There is no change in price level. Are we clear? Sure, guys? People, yes? Great. After this, you note note on the formula, please. Let me write it once again. Let me write it complete. Let us write nominal GDP divided by real GDP into 100.
Sir, please picture this.
One second, let them note it down. Done? People done? Great. Chaliye, let us practice some questions. Correct?